Everyone, it's Cory McCarthy, and thank you for tuning in. Now, I want to preface this video by saying that I am not a medical doctor. I just want to make that abundantly clear. So don't take this video as official medical advice. These are just my thoughts and my choice for my body based on my circumstances and the reading that I've done on this subject, this topic. Now, the reason I'm making this video is that people have been asking me on a number of social media platforms whether or not I'll be getting the COVID-19 vaccine, and if I'm not, why I'm not. So this video is to provide three big reasons. I wouldn't say it's exhaustive, but three big reasons for why I am personally opting not to get the COVID-19 vaccine. Now, before we get started, this video is probably going to get me in a lot of trouble. YouTube and social media in general, the powers that be, seem to be taking particular issue with people who are critical of the vaccine. So I anticipate this video, if it won't be pulled down, it may be blacklisted, or it may even get my channel removed. So if you all could do me a favor and share this video to help it find an audience, that would be great. Because at the very least, it's probably going to get shadow banned, as a number of my videos actually have, so I know what that's like. And furthermore, if you'd like to support my channel, I do have a number of links down in the description for products and services, such as my personal training programs. You can get custom programs, and also ebooks that I have released. If you like the fact that I run a channel like this where I just speak my mind and I don't give a damn what the powers that be think about that, as it obviously does put me at some degree of risk, even social risk, that is. So moving along, I'm going to start with my first reason why I am not getting the COVID-19 vaccine. In August, a team of Israeli researchers had released their findings showing that natural immunity that was gained via recovery from COVID is both significantly greater and longer lasting than 2 doses of the Pfizer vaccine. Now, granted, they also found in this particular study that folks who possess both natural immunity and have received a single dose of the Pfizer vaccine experienced greater benefits than those with natural immunity alone, or those who have had 2 doses of the Pfizer vaccine. Just something worth mentioning. Now, this study was only conducted on Pfizer, and it only focused on the Delta variant. It therefore may or may not be relevant to Moderna, AstraZeneca, or J&J, or to the other variants of the virus. The study has also not yet been peer-reviewed. Now, I'm just mentioning all of this just to ensure that I'm being completely transparent with everyone. But from my perspective, if my natural immunity, and I've had COVID-19, if my natural immunity is truly superior to 2 doses of the FDA-approved Pfizer vaccine, then why would I opt to take a vaccine, a medication that I do not need? I am not the type to medicate unless something is absolutely necessary. And that even boils down to like painkillers, like, Tylenol in America. I won't take a painkiller, Advil, Tylenol, what have you, unless I absolutely freaking need it. It's like I need that to sleep or function or something. Otherwise, I'll just grit my teeth and bear through it. I'm not the kind of person who likes to medicate unless necessary. So why would I take this if I don't need it? If it looks like I don't need it. And I simply do not view this vaccine as necessary, for me at least, given my demographic and my health status. But maybe it is for you, but I just simply do not believe it is for me. Now, number 2, the next reason. We don't know the long-term safety of these vaccines, especially the mRNA vaccines. Most drugs can take 5 to 7 or even 10 years of consistent public use before long-term safety and efficacy can even be assured. Now, many FDA-approved drugs in the USA have been recalled due to health concerns within 5 to 10 year span. In fact, a 2019 Kaiser Health News report stated that nearly 8,000 You heard that right, 8,000 FDA-approved drugs had been recalled between January 2013 and October of 2018. Ergo, why should anyone take a drug, or worse yet, be forced or coerced into taking a drug that even experts cannot honestly, and that's the operative word there, guarantee the long-term effectiveness or safety of at this point in time? Let's not forget that the manufacturers have all been given immunity, so if awful things do begin to happen to people as a result of these drugs, well, whoops, essentially. From my perspective, I would just rather wait at least 5, but optimally as long as 10 years before I even consider taking this vaccine. And by then, the vaccine may be redundant. That is unless, of course, my health status were to drastically and dramatically spiral downward, and the vaccine would provide some level of support that my body could otherwise not muster on its own. Now, the third reason. We know that at least with the Delta variant, that the fully vaccinated can still become infected and transmit the virus, just like the unvaccinated and asymptomatic can. Yes, the vaccinated may be less likely to personally suffer severe complications from an infection, but refer back to my first point regarding natural immunity having been found to be superior to 2 doses of Pfizer. Ergo, I am only putting myself at risk by remaining unvaccinated. And I'm fine assuming that risk, and it is my risk to assume, after all. In other words, I'm not hurting or potentially hurting anyone else through this choice, given what data we currently possess. I mention that because there is a profound level of virtue signaling coming out of the vaccinated crowd, about taking the vaccine to, protect your neighbors or whatnot. But guess what? Even if you've been vaccinated, it appears that you can still transmit this virus to your neighbors. Anyway, those are 3 big reasons why I personally will not be getting this vaccine, at least for the time being. I'm not anti-vaccine. I'm not anti-medication. I'm just against taking something I don't think is necessary or needed. At least in my case. So you can understand why I personally, based on these reasons, will not be taking any of these vaccines, at least right now. Doesn't mean that won't change, but why I won't be taking them, at least right now, by choice, that is. And I emphasize that by choice part, because who knows what might be ahead of us. That's all I really have to say on this. I hope this has answered your questions and maybe given you something to think about. Again, I'm not a doctor, so don't take what I'm saying here as, a rule for you to live by. Your circumstances may be different. Maybe you're much older than me. Maybe you're overweight or morbidly obese. Maybe you have diabetes or suffer from some medical condition that would render a COVID infection far more deadly for you. Or maybe you suffer from multiple comorbidities. Or maybe you just want to take the vaccine to be on the safe side, and that is your choice. I'm just against people being forced or to take this vaccine or coerced into it. And I believe that the information that's out there, and a lot of it's being suppressed, should be available to everyone. But I just want to make it clear, because people are probably going to label me a conspiracy theorist or whatnot at this point, and I really don't care. Call me what you want. But all the links to the research and what I've discussed, there will be links below in the description that you can click on yourself and view yourself and draw your own conclusions from. That's all there is to say. So with that being said, please like and share this video. I emphasize that. Your comments, your likes, your shares, your views, all of that will help get this video seen, because it's likely to be blacklisted because of what I'm talking about. So your help with that would be much appreciated. And it may help someone out there, someone who may not know where to look or may not know anything that I've talked about in this video, may not know any of this, and this might give them something to chew on, something to think about. And beyond that, make sure you subscribe to my channel if you have not already, hit that bell button to make sure you stay on top of any updates that I have on this channel. For what it's worth, you may still not get updates. I have people telling me they've hit the bell button and they're subscribed and they're still not being notified when I've released new videos. But hey, for what it's worth. And beyond that, again, check out the links below in the description to my products and services, such as my ebooks and even my personal coaching that I offer, as a way, to support my work here on this channel, because it does take me time to make these videos and edit them and get them up, and the research is involved. So, your support is much appreciated. So if maybe you're somebody who wants to transform their body right now and you want a science-based approach to that, well, I have ebooks down in the description for basically any goal that you may have. So there's that. You can support my channel through that. You can shop through my Amazon links. You can, purchase from the Viking Vault. I have an affiliate code with them. That's, again, all linked down below. And on top of that, you could, sign up to my Patreon if you want to. These are ways you can support my work here, considering that my videos will be likely demonetized and blacklisted, so I'm not going to see any ad revenue from them, very likely. But anyway, with that all being said, I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope you found it informative, and I'll see you the next time I post. Take care.